It's 11:24. There's a new leader in charge of the development of one of Milwaukee's most iconic neighborhoods. We're talking about Brady Street on the city's east side. Michael Sander joins me now in studio to talk all about his new role as the executive director of the Brady Street Business Improvement District. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to talk about the future of Brady Street.
Of course. Congratulations on your new job. You're saying today actually marks the end of your second week, so you're fairly new, very new to this role.
Very new. I'm just getting out there, learning all the businesses. I'm trying to make personal appointments so I can get in front of them to see what their concerns are too. You know, it's really cool in Milwaukee that we have bids. You know, these businesses put money into a fund that actually is there to improve the community. You know, it's, I think we're one of the top bids in the country. Is the Milwaukee area. Yeah. So I'm just excited to be part of this and see where it takes us.
That's cool. And you're no stranger to the Milwaukee area. You've been around for a very long time. What do you think is the best part of Brady Street and the actual bid?
It's so iconic to me because it's historic. It's the first place that I moved when I moved back here from New York City. I bought a house on Brady Street. It's eclectic, it's historic, and there's so much going on. I think it's known for its party life. My goal is to potentially, improve that and look for some more daytime businesses. I want to seek out daytime businesses to make Brady Street just a continuous flow. You can come, you can shop all day, go get something to eat. We have a James Beard Award-winning chef on our street. We have a really cool street. We have amazing bars that have been there for over 50 years. It's an exciting opportunity, and I'm really enjoying just the neighborhood itself. Everyone wants something better for the neighborhood, so it's really cool.
Is there anything that you would point to as your main vision for the goal as you now take over this new leadership position?
Seeking out more retail. I think Brady Street's missing some retail. We have a brand new store that just opened up a couple of months ago on Brady Street, and that's a gift shop, so I'm excited about that. Yeah. But I'm looking for more retail. I think that's my vision right now, is more daytime business.
Okay, cool. Now we also have to talk about something that we've reported on a lot in recent weeks and months, which are some of the pedestrian safety issues that people have. There have been an unfortunate number of incidents along Brady Street, and I know last year there's a lot of attention looking at how do we alleviate that. What are your thoughts on that?
I think we have to take a look at that even closer. We can do studies, but what's the economic impact that's going to happen if you do something like that? The goal is to keep funds into the city, and we just need to look at every obstacle and every way that we can make this possible. Maybe we need a little bit more lighting. Yeah. I think there's a lot of different routes that we can take to improve the safety, but I don't think it all has to go back to that study. I think we have an opportunity here to step up and, as a business district, show some improvements. I want to see a little bit more lighting. I want to see the crosswalks lit up a little more. Maybe some flashing lights just to make it more visible. But I think we can start there and hopefully grow, and we'll see a change that way.
Yeah. Do you think that cars need to stay on Brady, or should it be pedestrian only?
Me personally, again, it's about the economic impact. Until we have a study for that, it's hard to answer that question. Yeah. I think it's already very walkable, and we have an issue already on the east side with parking. So now you're going to take away that whole street, and it's a funnel in the city. It goes from river to the lake. Yeah. So closing that down, we have to look at where are the cars going to go? Are they going to go on the side streets into the community? That could be another impact. So I think there's a lot more to do before that decision is made.
Well, thank you for coming in and talking to us a little bit about your vision and introducing yourself to the community. I love to hear that you're working with those businesses, meeting them one-on-one as you kind of take over this new leadership position. And we'll be following the progress of the future of Brady Street.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No, thanks so much. Michael Sander, the new Brady Street Business Improvement District Executive Director.